Alright, let's dive into something that's got the underground scene buzzing. Eyehategod just announced a US tour, and personally, I think this is one of those moments that's going to define the fall for a lot of metalheads. What makes this really interesting is the lineup they've put together. You've got BL'AST, Luicidal, which, by the way, features ex-Suicidal Tendencies members, so that's a huge draw, and Evil Army rounding out the bill. This isn't just a tour, it's a statement. Eyehategod has always been about pushing boundaries, and this lineup feels like a deliberate nod to the raw, unfiltered energy of the early sludge and hardcore scenes. Now, let's talk about the dates. They're hitting some iconic venues, and I've got to say, the routing feels intentional. Starting in Nashville at Cobra, a venue that's become a hotspot for heavy music, and then moving through cities like Chicago, Austin, and Houston, it's clear they're targeting areas with a strong DIY and underground following. One thing that immediately stands out is the inclusion of Cavity on a few dates. Cavity is a band that's been flying under the radar for years, but their sound is so uniquely brutal and experimental. Seeing them paired with Eyehategod feels like a match made in sludge heaven. What many people don't realize is that these smaller, more intimate venues are where bands like Eyehategod thrive. It's not about massive arenas, it's about the sweat, the noise, and the raw connection with the crowd. From my perspective, this tour is a reminder of why the underground scene matters. It's not just about the music, it's about the community. Eyehategod has always been a band that's embraced the grit and the chaos, and this tour feels like a celebration of that ethos. If you take a step back and think about it, this lineup is a masterclass in how to curate a tour that appeals to both diehard fans and newcomers. BL'AST brings that old-school hardcore energy, Luicidal adds a touch of punk rock legend, and Evil Army keeps it raw and relentless. It's a diverse yet cohesive bill, and that's what makes it so compelling. A detail I find fascinating is the timing of this tour. October is a crowded month for concerts, but Eyehategod isn't just competing, they're making a statement. This raises a deeper question. In an era where streaming dominates, why do tours like this still matter? Personally, I think it's because live music is where the magic happens. It's where bands like Eyehategod can truly connect with their audience, and where fans can feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. What this really suggests is that the underground scene is alive and well, and tours like this are a testament to its resilience. So, here's my closing thought. If you're a fan of heavy music, this tour is a must-see. It's not just a series of shows, it's an experience. Eyehategod and their supporting acts are bringing something raw, unfiltered, and undeniably powerful to the stage. And if you're not already planning to catch one of these dates, I'd say you're missing out on something special. What do you think? Are you planning to check out this tour? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts.